What's going on, y'all? It's the Chupacabra, and today we're going to be doing my 10K review, 1-year review of the Streamlight TLR7 HLX. This is the compact carry monster. This is the top performer. So before, we were stuck with something like this. Not a bad light, the TLR7A. This is what came before this. Great light. I did have some issues on these, and I'm not going to do a comparison. Obviously, I'm not really going to do a review on this because this is kind of old news. This is flush with the Glock 19. This is just a little bit bigger. So with that little bit of length, you were getting double the performance. So this is 500 lumens with 10,000 Candela. This is 1,000 lumens with 20,000 Candela. So with this, you're getting the same performance as the TLR1 HL in a smaller form factor and thinner form factor. Takes rechargeable batteries, great light. So to me, that little bit of extra length is a very small compromise. Also acts as a standoff device if you're into that. You're getting a lot more performance, and this is like bare minimum. I will not go smaller than this on anything. It also adds a little bit of a counterweight to the gun, which definitely helps with some recoil control. But this thing is legit. So I've had this for over a year now. This has over 10,000 rounds on it now. Never had any issues, and also passed a 500 round burn down on this. We'll link it right here. This thing is legit. Another thing that I did have issues with on this one and another one is this one would flicker on me, but not like flickering like crazy like strobe. Just every time I would shoot it, you get battery bounce, and what that means is the battery's going back and forth with recoil, and then the light would shut off for just like a split second, like probably like 1/10 of a second. It's really not noticeable unless you're really looking for it. It's not like it completely shuts off or anything, so not a big issue. Sent this back to Streamlight and my other one that I had, and they fixed it for me. I forgot what they did. I think they changed some of the contact points or something like that. I think they ended up replacing one because I had a lot of rounds on these, and I also ran one of these, or maybe even both of them, on AR pistols. I ran one of these on a Mutant. I ran one of these on a MK18 at the end. So it was taking a lot of abuse, and these things hold up like very well. I've actually never killed one. Another issue I've had on these is the bezels loosening. So it has a lockout mode, so it can't turn on, and then if you turn it, it turns back on. So that's really nice when you want to transport it or something. But the problem what I would have is, I don't think I've had it on this one, but the other one is whenever I would go out and train all day, I would notice that when I go to check my weapon light that it's not turning on, and all I got to do is just rotate it and just tighten it, and it would turn back on just fine. But that is something you want to notice, because you don't want to be, you know, out training all day, whatever, and then you actually have to use this fucking thing and it doesn't turn on when you need to. So just as a precaution measure, just you know, tighten it up every now and then. I haven't had that issue on this, so they seem to get it fixed. That could be a O-ring issue, maybe it's just wearing out, but I mean, this has 10K through it, no issues. So I think they did fix it on this. I haven't had an issue, which is just kind of a peace of mind thing. Even with the burn down, I witness marked it, it didn't move. This thing like locks up very solid. So the screws on this lock up very solid, which I did have an issue on my PX, but not this one, so very nice. Another thing that I want to add to this that I would recommend is the Emissary Development switches. So you can actually get like I think it's like a 4-pack or something. They have ones like this, and then they have ones that extend longer. I used to run the one that extends longer, but I realized I don't really need it. This sits in your hand really nice when you activate the light. I'm just gonna, you know, show it even though it's not on that light, but it just drops down like very easy. Now, I don't run it on both sides. I actually run the stock switch on the other side because my trigger finger would hit it when I ran these on the other side. So I just left it, and this works just fine. The stock switches are fine. They work fine, but this just gives you a little bit higher of a contact point, if you can see the difference there. So I do recommend these, at least on one side. Stock one that goes down here farther, if you like that, just fine. It works just fine. Never had any issues. No flickering issues, no parasitic drain issues like there is on some other lights. Clamp is solid, doesn't really back out. What more do you want for it? Now, as far as holsters are concerned, at the time, this was a fairly new product, so they didn't make holsters for this. I was running a T-Rex Arms sidecar, but the problem was, and this is before they took over the company, I wouldn't recommend T-Rex anymore unless Lucas gets back a hold of it, but I just cut the bezel out of the holster. So like the part where the bezel sits, I cut that part of the holster out, and then this just sits in there really nicely. I'm sure they make holsters for it. This is definitely like the top contender for a concealed carry light. I wouldn't recommend this for a duty light. Now, I know some people say that this is a duty light. This is not a duty light. Like, this is like really the smallest I would go, and I still really wouldn't go this. This is the smallest I would go. This does have a lot of performance. If you just need something that's really lightweight, small, compact, or whatever, this is a very good option. I recommend it highly. No complaints. This light is very solid, very like good output for the size. You can ID stuff really easily out to 25 yards. Past that, you can see some stuff, but obviously the Candela isn't super great. And obviously your eyes are going to vary. But this does enough to where it's fairly good. Not so great for like photonic barriers and window tints and stuff, but it is better than obviously this and some of the other lights on the market. So it's fairly bright. It's got a nice color to it. It's fairly like LED-ish. It's not very yellow like some of the other lights. If that's your thing, obviously it's going to look brighter to the eye, but yellow does have its benefits. And then as far as like lenses getting dirty, it gets dirty like every other lens. Just rub some of the, I forgot who makes it. It's like weapon light cleaner. You can smear some of that on there. Put some lube, weapons lube on it before you start shooting. Or you can use toothpaste. I use charcoal toothpaste just because that's what I normally brush my teeth with anyway, but it actually does get the light fairly clean. So that's just a little tip for you. Pencil eraser also works fairly decently. No other issues. I mean, recommend this highly. I'm not sponsored by them or anything. Solid light. So if you guys are looking for one, get it. Have a good one, y'all.